Baruch 4 and 15. For he hath brought a nation upon them from far, a shameless nation, and of a strange language, who neither reverence old man nor pity child. Now, it's the same thing we read in Deuteronomy 28:50. It says, a nation of fierce countenance. Deuteronomy 28 and 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. They don't care about the old or the young. Going back to Baruch 4 and 16. These have carried away the dear, beloved children of the widow. The widow is the land of Israel. That's talking to us. And left her that was alone, desolate, without daughters. But what say I? But what can I help you? How can the land help us? The land is talking to us. But he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you. We read about the joy that we're going to have and the happiness and the comfort and no more tears, no more sorrow. We're going to have those that make it to the kingdom. But he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies. See, the Most High going to do this. So don't let no man lead you wrong. Man is not the Most High. The Most High going to deliver us from our enemies. See, go your way, O my children. Go your way, for I am left desolate. No matter who's in that land, the land says it's desolate. And it does look desolate over there. I have put off the clothing of peace and put upon me the sackcloth of my prayer. I will cry unto the everlasting. This is a solution. So I will cry unto the everlasting in my days. The land been crying a long time, people. Because we go back, then we go back into captivity again. Go back into captivity again. Over and over and over again. That's why the land's giving solution. That we have to cry unto the Most High. So I will cry unto the everlasting, to the Most High, in my days. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Most High, and he shall deliver you from the power and the hand of the enemies. That's a solution. The ultimate solution. The land said, I'm going to cry. The land been crying because it's desolate over there. City of David and so forth, it's desolate over there. I will cry unto the everlasting in my days. Not day, but days. And the land had a lot of days to be crying every day. But to come back to tell us, be of good cheer, O my children, 12 tribes of Israel. Cry unto the Most High, and he shall deliver you from the power and the hand of the enemies. For my hope is in the everlasting, and our faith got to be in the Most High too, that he will save you and joy is coming to me. Thou from the Holy One, because of the mercy which shall soon come unto you from the everlasting, our Savior. For I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but the Most High will give you to me again. Hear what the land is saying? It sent us out with mourning and weeping, but the Most High will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. Yeah, it says you're gonna give the land, the children of Israel, back into his inheritance forever. That hasn't happened, people. This is the future. This is what we're looking at. Oh yeah. Like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall thou see shortly your salvation from your power, from our power, Salakia, from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. Yes. Hold that. Let me get Ezekiel. Go to Ezekiel. (39 and 23). Just a moment. Look, no, before we're gonna look at 21 first. Ezekiel 39:21. And I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed, and my hand that I have laid upon them. So the house of Israel shall know that I am the Most High, their power, from that day and forward. He's either going to know the judgment of the hand of the Most High he's going to put upon them. And the heathen shall know, they know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity. They know that we went into captivity for our sins. Because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. See, the heathen know this. So you think they're going to do things to make you be a better person in the eyes of the Most High? No. According to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. For us breaking the Most High's laws, he turned his back on us. That's how his face, he just turned his back on us. Therefore, thus said the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel. and will be jealous for my holy name. Yash Sha'ala. After that they have borne their shame, we cry to the Most High, repented, and all their trespass whereby they have trespassed against me, when they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. That's why the land is crying out to us now. The land was happy, and cheerful, and joyful when we were there. Now it's mourning every day, crying every day, crying to the Most High every day. When they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. When I have brought them again from the people and gathered them out of their enemies' lands. Not no man. When I, that's the Most High, have brought them again from the people and gathered them out of their enemies' lands, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations. Then shall they know that I am the Most High, their power, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen. But I have gathered them unto their own land. But I have gathered them into their own land. Don't say no man. And have left none of them any more there. Woo! And have left none of them any more there. Neither will I hide my face any more from them. This the kingdom, y'all. For I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, said the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob forever and ever and ever and ever. See? Say, neither will I hide my face any more from them. So you know that's not talking about for this captivity. Because he hid his face from us. That's why you see the things that you see in the picture. He hid his face from us. And what you see, we find in Hosea. We don't want to follow him. We say we transgress his laws. So he told us in Hosea 5:15, I will go and return to my place. Hosea 5:15. Until they acknowledge their offense. Till we acknowledge we sin, like you seen Daniel saying. You heard Ezra saying. We, even though are righteous, these are examples. We still filthy rags. We still ain't nothing before the Most High. That's what's marvelous before the Most High. Not to think you all that. Because you memorize some scriptures and you know this or that, whatever. Or you know you're an Israelite. No, Israel ain't going to save us. We got to be into the Most High. Wow, Shama Mashiach Yahushua. Hosea 5:15 says, I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. Like he said, he hid his face from us. So now we're seeking his face in what? Righteousness. Keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. In their affliction, they will seek me early. See, as we being afflicted, we're going to seek him early. That's why everybody should want to be part of the righteous kingdom that he's putting on this earth. He's going to bring on this earth. See, I know what the problem is. People think we're going to be as raunchy and wicked as they were. That's the problem. That just shows you how they know how wicked they were. That's why they're afraid that, knowing that we got next, they got to deal with the same thing. See, going back to Baruch 4. But it's going to be a righteous kingdom. We have certain laws that we can't violate, that they violated on us. Verse 25, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High. For thine enemy have persecuted thee, as you see. But shortly thou shalt see his destruction. But shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. My delicate ones have gone through rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High. See, the Most High speak once, yea, twice. Man receive it not. Job 33 and 14. Second time the land told us the solution for those that have ears to hear. See, be of good comfort, O my children, verse 27, and cry unto the Most High, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, as we being returned, every last one of us, and not those that think because you've been in the truth. This don't apply to you. This applies to all of us. Because we are being returned, because it was a time that we did not know. Being returned, seek him 10 times more. For he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation. So with our salvation will come everlasting joy. This is what we have to look forward to. You always have to keep this in mind. With our salvation, take a good heart, take a good mind, O Jerusalem. For he that gave thee that name, Yasharallah, Yerushalayim, will comfort thee. Miserable are they. Listen up this. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. No matter how I look, y'all, the Most High say they miserable. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Look at the cities now. They miserable, run down, about to lose the value of the dollar. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad of thy fall, glad to see us come down, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. See? For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. Her pride gonna be turned into mourning. Be a whole lot of crying. For fire shall come upon her. Hear that? Fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, from the Most High. Remember, the Most High is a consuming fire. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. O Jerusalem, thou whom, O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east. That's why we turn to the east. And behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High. Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One. Hear that? Not by no man, but by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of the Most High. Hallelujah. That's right. That sounds good to me. I don't know about y'all, that sounds good. That's why I went through the whole thing. I couldn't stop. It sounds so good. Because the solution's there, and it's letting us know exactly what we're supposed to do to please the Most High and to make this work. You see, I want to bring this out, bring this in. Since we look at Daniel and Ezra were men of the Most High. They were beloved of the Most High. Now Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. It says, pride is hateful before the Most High and man, and by both does one commit iniquity. See, Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, by lying. Riches got by lying. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. Verse 12. For when a man is dead, he shall inherit creeping things, beasts, and worms. The beginning of pride, when you're dead, that's what you're going to receive. That's the darkness, that dark darkness. They say the beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. His mind is turned away from the Most High and looking at other things besides him. For pride is the beginning this moment. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Most High brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. See, the Most High have cast down the thrones of proud princes and set up the meek or the humble, the broken and contrite spirit ones in their stead to take their place. The Most High have plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in this place. See? The Most High overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them through the foundations of the earth, brought them down. See? He took some of them away and destroyed them, and have made their memorial to cease from the earth. Some people you didn't even know existed. Pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. Let's see, people must understand how the Most High has his hand in everything. You go to Daniel's 4:17. I say the Most High brought these nations down, set them up too. So I already prophesied what would happen. Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand of the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living, and we the living, may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it the basis of men. And that's where we at now. The Most High set up over us, over this world, the basis of men. That's who Esau is. Even his definition says, Caucasian. It says Caucasoid, over pertaining to the Caucasus mountain range. See, the Caucasoid, it says a member of a subspecies of mankind. That's from the Webster's Unabridged Encyclopedia Dictionary. Webster says that. Not us, but Webster says that. So, the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and he set it up over it whomsoever he will. And he give it to the basis of men, it says. And that's where you're looking at now. Why you look at Song of Three Holy Children, verse 9. And you'll see. Look, it says, Song of Three Holy Children, verse 9. In the Apocrypha, it says, and thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies, most hateful forsakers of the Most High, and to an unjust king, and the most wicked in all the world. See? He delivered to the most wicked in all the world. That's who they are. And that's what they say in their own dictionary. Webster Dictionary says that. You know. And that's what we're looking at, people. We're looking at trying to come out of the way of the heathen and actually start to deliver ourselves from this wicked world that we're in by doing what the Most High said. And it's not a hard thing. It's just a matter of how much you really care in following him and doing what he said to please him. This is all about pleasing him. You please yourself. What about him? Look it up. Go to the book of Job 6. Look at Job 6, and we'll start at 21. For now ye are nothing. You see my casting down, and are afraid. Did I say, bring unto me, or give a reward for me of your substance, or deliver me from the enemy's hand, or redeem me from the hand of the mighty? Teach me, and I will hold my tongue, and cause me to understand wherein I have erred. See? But look, this man, look who he was. Job 1:1. You know what he said? He said, wherein I have erred. Right? He said, teach me. In verse 24. And I will hold my tongue. I ain't gonna say nothing. Teach me. I'm gonna be quiet. I got nothing to say. Teach me, and I will hold my tongue. Meaning I'm gonna be quiet. And cause me to understand wherein I have erred. Who's saying this? In the spirit again. Job 1:1. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared the Most High and eschewed evil. See? Verse 8, this is the Most High. His rendition of Job, how he felt about Job. Verse 8, Job 1:8. And the Most High said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feared the Most High and eschewed evil? Beloved. You got to look at him as beloved of the Most High. Daniel was beloved. Ezra was beloved. Now Job's beloved. But you hear what he said? Perfect, man, you perfect. But you heard what he said? Maybe you should hear it again. Job 6:24. He said, teach me, and I will hold my tongue, and cause me to understand wherein I have erred. See? Those scriptures say we all have sinned and come short of the glory of the Most High. Some people have erred, even though he was looked upon as perfect. Somebody could look at you however they look at you, but this is how Job looking at himself. That's how Daniel looked upon himself, how Ezra looked upon himself. It was beloved of the Most High. Perfect, but still with humility, which is contrary to pride, and included themselves in being wicked. Like, I don't know if y'all notice. That's what I always say all the time to my people. Who am I to put you down when I was there in the world? We in this together. Because I've seen brothers put brothers down, talking at them, and next thing you know, now they're your friend. You don't talk about them like a dog, now they're your friend. Now they all amongst the camp. Or you just play the dozen with their mama or their daddy. They go to church, and they try to get them to see the light. Because you talk about people that go to church. Instead the leaders are causing the error. A lot of people won't come out of them churches. But the arrogancy of our nation, and they don't have nothing. I don't know what you're arrogant about, prideful about. Mosiah said, you get that, because it ain't nothing nice. It's terrible. It's not good to be like that. Look, we're going to go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 6 first. It says, for the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the unrighteous, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. So they right there. So don't be concerned about when. Just know that it's coming. And when it comes, you better be ready. Look, Ecclesiastes 25:2. 3 sorts of men my soul hateth, and I am greatly offended at their life. A poor man that is proud. See? You hate a poor man that's proud. What you got? What reason you have to be prideful about? That's what we're looking at. You know. What reason do you have to be prideful? Look. Going back to Job 6:24. Teach me, and I will hold my tongue. I won't say nothing. Teach me, I won't say nothing. And cause me to understand wherein I have erred. So what do you want to know? What did I do wrong? But you know, you can understand and understand this point. This is all this, we see all this that went down, and is going down, have gone down, for this purpose. We're reading it. We read these words, going over this Bible, reading these words, going through these scriptures. And there's something that we find why it's written. While we have this for examples, as it said, and for our ammunition. It's for examples and for ammunition. Psalms 102:19. 18, select it. This shall be written for the generation to come, and the people which shall be created shall praise the Most High. See? This is written for us. It's always written for us. That's why we got to continue to praise the Most High. Give him the glory and all power. Look at Psalm 97:9. Psalm 97:9. You all right on the conference call? I'm just going. Hope everything is okay. For what? So Psalm 97:9. But thou, Most High, art high above all the earth. Thou art exalted far above all idols of gods, it says, idols. You that love the Most High, hate evil. You love the Most High, hate evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. You hear that? He preserving the souls of his saints. We the children of Israel. He delivereth them out of the hand of the wicked. Light is sown for the righteous, and gladness for the upright in heart. Rejoice in the Most High, ye righteous, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. That's why we thank him all the time to water Most High. Verse 1. The Most High reigneth. Let the earth rejoice. Let the multitude of isles be glad thereof. Clouds and darkness are round about him. Righteousness and judgment are the habitation of his throne. A fire goeth before him and burneth up his enemies round about. See what he say? A fire goes before him and burneth up his enemies round about. So y'all worried about us? You hear what the Most High said? He said a fire goes before him and burneth up his enemies round about. His lightnings enlighten the world. The earth saw and trembled. When he start lightning on you, how you gonna fight lightning? What instrument of war do you have to fight lightning? You would have said the lightning enlightens the world. The earth saw and trembled. The hills melted like wax at the presence of the Most High. At the presence of the Most High of the whole earth. The heavens declare his righteousness, and all the people see his glory. Confounded, confused be all they that serve graven images, that boast themselves of idols. Remember, all the gods of the nations are idols. He told us that in the previous chapter, in verse 5. See, confounded be all they that serve graven images, serve their idols, and bow down before their idols, that boast themselves of idols. Worship him, all ye gods. Worship the Most High, all ye gods. And our people think that they're gods. You know. And I say that because a lot of people, they into themselves more than they are the Most High. But that's real. But in the end, he's going to get the glory. That's why we got to look at him. Psalms 104, 29. Thou hidest thy face, they are trouble. He hide his face, you can be trouble. Real. Thou hidest thy face, they are trouble. Thou takest away their breath, they die and return to their dust. See? Remember, we read the spirit goes up to the Most High. The animal, the beast, goes to the dirt. Thou sendest forth thy spirit, they are created, and thou renewest the face of the earth. But see, there's going to come a time when